Hello everyone. Do you know the tax terms of Norway? In this video, I'm here to help you with it. It is very simple and is divided in 3 steps. The tax journey is a journey of one financial year, which starts from January and ends in December. If you look at my slide, I've arranged the steps in vertical series, starting from tax deduction card, tax return, and tax assessment, which is the final step. So step 1 is tax deduction card. Think about the step 1 this way. The government wants a tax on your earning, and they want to know how much they should ask your employer to deduct monthly, because that's how the taxes are deducted monthly, right? Because you're paid monthly in salary. So first thing, they will ask you to self-predict how much you think you are going to earn this year. This information helps the government to decide a tax deduction card for you. Tax deduction card is nothing but the information about how much percentage of tax you will pay monthly. This card reaches your employer so they can deduct the correct taxes. It could be 35%, 45% depending on your earnings or depending on what you declare to the government. You might be under declaring, you might be over declaring, or you might be very right. So that all depends. We'll talk about it when we move on. You don't have to be accurate in this step. You can just predict based on what employer is giving you salary, and maybe you have some other incomes. You can just write it there. You don't have to be very right in this step. So the question is, what do you have to do here practically? You have to go to Skatteetaten website. Skatteetaten is what a tax website is. It's a Norwegian term for tax, skatt. So you have to go on the Skatteetaten website in January every year and write your estimates on income, loan, kindergarten expenses, etc. Now comes the step 2. When year is over, the government will send you the tax return from where you can see how much you actually earned, how much money you have in accounts, how much shares and mutual funds you have, and how much tax is calculated on your finances. Now the government expects you to review your income data and other financial data and make changes if necessary and send it back to the government. This must be completed in April month and helps the government to reconcile the taxes on you and proceed to step 3. So the question is, what do you have to do here practically? So practically, you log into Skatteetaten website and make changes to your tax return. You will find it there. And click submit before April 30 every year for a previous year. The good thing here is that all financial systems are so well connected that your income data, your bank account data, your investments are automatically filled in for you in your tax return. Normally, you don't have to do anything manually, but just to verify the information. In some cases, you do have to write some expenses manually or some income if you have made some income which government doesn't know about. This is your time to write it there. So step 3. Now comes the step 3, tax assessment. They will verify the tax return from step 2 and finally dispatch your tax assessment. So what is this? It is a final result. This will contain all the tax information and also contains information like you're getting some money back or you have to pay more taxes. In other terms, if during the year you have overpaid your taxes to the government, they will return it. And if you have underpaid the taxes, the government will ask you to pay the remaining amount. So the question is, again, what do you have to do practically? You open the PDF in your email, which you will receive from the government. And if you have to pay back to the government, you pay them and mention account number, which is written in that PDF. If you're receiving money, you don't have to do anything. The money will reach your bank account, which is mentioned in the tax assessment file. So maybe you have to change the account number, that's a different story. But if you want the money in the same account number, you don't have to do anything. So just remember 1, 2, 3 of tax in Norway: tax deduction card, tax return, tax assessment. That's it. All the steps are in your control, and you do everything by logging into Skatteetaten website, as I already told you. I will provide the link in the description. All the notification from tax department will be sent on your email and SMS. I hope this one pager will make it easy for you to understand the tax system of Norway. Just comment if you have any question. Well, the disclaimer here is that I'm not a tax expert, but this is my attempt to help the public understand the basic duties they have towards the tax system, which is called Skatteetaten. And I think it's very important to understand your finances and understand the tax. Usually people might end up in paying a lot of taxes and they might lose the opportunity to fix it. But now you know which are the steps where government gives you the opportunity to fix everything. Well, thank you and see you in the next video.